y'all doing? How y'all doing? Like I said, if I can tell y'all about the negative, I can tell you about the positive. Come up over here. How you doing, Thunder? How you doing? Yeah, my maintenance man finally brought me a brand new one this morning. I'm about to hook it up in a minute. How you doing? How you doing? I'm probably looking rough. I just got done frying some chicken and making some rice after I said I need to stop cooking chicken and rice. So I'm leaving a little sweaty. But yes, it's a good thing to have. I was finna purchase my own. However, unemployment keep holding up my payment, talking about my identity needs to be verified. I never had to wait this long to verify my identity. But like I said, I got a lot of folks watching who work for a Department of Labor and all of that. He said I'm not looking rough. I be feeling like I'm looking rough, probably because my hair ain't done and stuff. It just be me. But thank you so much, Thunder. I appreciate it. He said I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing much better now. Gave me some food in my system. About to hook this carbon monoxide / smoke detector up. Shout out to the maintenance man for finally coming through. Like I said, I gotta be getting on my YouTube channel and get to saying all type of outrageous ass shit that I really mean. That I really do be meaning though in real life. Just for, you know what I'm saying, for me to get some assistance and some resources, man. Like, I don't like people playing in my... I'm not finna play in your face. Like, we too grown. You my mama age or older. My mama be 63 this year. She was still alive. I'll be 44. I don't have time to be playing these games. How you doing, Michelle? How you doing? How is your day going? So that's why I just be like, man, why people keep messing with me, but they don't want me to say nothing? Like I said, every action has a reaction. Y'all want to do, people want to do stuff to me and then act like I'm not supposed to react, speak on it, say nothing. Like I'm just supposed to allow folks to try to bully me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that ain't me. Y'all need to go ask some more referrals, resources about me. Whoever was telling y'all, they don't know me like that. Because obviously y'all be thinking it's sweet and it's not, okay? So, yeah, you know, I had to get on here, get the yelling and screaming. I told y'all he be creeping around my door, so I'm just happy that, you know, I finally got one. I'm going to hook it up, put it, replace it where the other one was that's old and look like a camera, but that's a whole nother story. So I'm just like, man. Yes, Michelle, we do. We got to, listen, that's why I started liking and following 19 Keys, even though he's going off of, you know, Elijah Muhammad and, you know, Farrakhan, where it's saying, you know, save yourself. You know, because I never really, you know, it's always like put yourself first, self-care. But just like Michelle W. was saying, we must advocate for ourselves. People are crap these days. They really is. And then especially as a black woman or a woman, period, like we got to get loud and belligerent, damn near look crazy, aggressive, confrontational, just to get, you know, the simple things for safety and protection. Because a lot of men, like I say, be like, well, you ain't my woman, you ain't my mama, you ain't my sister, you ain't a family member, so I don't have to do nothing for you. I don't got to worry about you. I don't care if gas seeping up in your house. I don't give a damn if it's flooding. I'm just a maintenance man. I get to it when I get to it. Now, if you had a husband or a man, you might not need me to do all that stuff. So that's why I say I already had in my Walmart cart. I had the exact same one, which is crazy, in my Walmart cart. So when I did finally get paid, then it's all good. Am I from Africa? I'm from America. I'm a black American. I'm not an African American. Are you from Africa, Julie? Because I would want to be, throw off the subject, but Julie sounds like you a little bit from Europe or Russia or something. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not from Africa. I have not heard any of I know my great grandmothers, ain't nobody told me nothing about them coming from Africa, none of their people. And my granddaddy, when he was a kid and stuff, and all of his siblings, is about 10 or 12 of them, they was darker than dark. And yeah, they didn't say they came from Africa, so I don't know nothing about no Africa. I'm originally, my family is from Monticello, Arkansas. Okay, that's where they from. Monticello, Arkansas. My grandmother's father is from Louisiana, Arkansas. My mother's father is from Monticello, Warren, Wilmer, Arkansas, where I learned about all the black things in America, like Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy that people just hop on here. Here we go. It's probably one of them people that work for unemployment coming over here talking about, am I African or are you from Africa? Like, what are you talking about? Do it look like I'm Nigerian or something? I'm black American. I'm not African American. I'm black. I've been here my whole life. All the people that raised me and where I came from been here my whole life. They ain't never say, yeah, I had got on this boat. My mama was on the Nita, the Cinta, the Panda, whatever, Maria. They was on this slave ship. None of them ever told me none of that. What I was told from my great-grandfather, who was Thomas Jefferson Williams, was that he was a Blackfoot Indian. He was a Native American, what they call indigenous people now. His mother, he showed me plenty pictures of his mother, who had long hair all the way damn near to her ankles, you know what I'm saying, because she was pure blood indigenous person, you know what I'm saying. And my grandma, that was her father, you know what I'm saying, which is my mother's mother. Okay, so then on my grandfather's side, who is originally from Wilmer, Arkansas, where they got land and all that, where my grandfather, you know what I'm saying, was from, where they at, her name is Ruby Green. I don't know nothing about no Africa. That's why it just be real strange to me that people be telling us to go back to a place I ain't never been. You want me to go back to where I'm from? It's either Louisiana or Arkansas. So I don't know. I'm not Nigerian. I don't know no people. I'm not Ethiopian. When I do go outside, people seem to get me confused with somebody from Colombia or Cuba. They always think that I'm some type of Hispanic or Latino. So, even the Latinos, I go to the food truck. That's really why I like going to food trucks, because as soon as I roll up, they get to speak in Espanol. Habla Espanol. I'll be like, I'm black, Even though I like their culture and I really want to be fluent in Spanish, no, I don't know nothing about that. Don't come over here with all that, okay? Because I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I'm African and my people, I don't know nothing about. Ain't nobody ever in my lifetime told me what part of Africa I'm supposed to be from. Like I said, I grew up around my real people. You know what I'm saying? That had farms, that came from that slavery era and all of that. That's why I be confused about a lot of history, the history that's been told. And that's why I like when Tariq Nasheed came out with Foundational Black Americans, because I kept saying that and people was looking at me crazy like, no, you African American. No, I'm not. What part of Africa am I from? Please tell me and show me. Where are my people? Where is the people in Africa that said that whoever it was, they came and captured their cousins and their grandma and them and brought them over here on the boats? We don't ever hear that part. It's always some type of separation. Where is it? They don't even like us over there. They don't even like us black Americans. But anyway, Julie had me going off for a minute. Yes, Michelle, we are black Americans. That's what I'm trying to tell people. And folks be getting mad. Like, what the hell? Thunder says, yep, I like that. Do for self. Yeah, I'm implementing that in my life, because it's like, we sit there, we want other people to advocate for us. Like, yeah, we want reparations, but no, I need to go up there and learn how to, get me a petition. If I can go and do that for my own court dates, I need to learn how to petition the Supreme Court, the Congress, for my reparations. Even if it's just for me. Like, hey, I've been sitting here struggling since you saying that I was a slave and that I'm under you and blah, blah, blah. I need, like, my $2.5 million. Like, I need to petition the Congress, the court, the Supreme Court, whoever I'm supposed to petition for my reparations so that I can get this in the loop. Like, I don't give a damn if it's 10 or 1,000 people that's trying to jump on the petition. I don't even know how many, names I need. But I need to start, instead of me sitting up here talking about, oh yeah, when we going to do reparations, F the Million Man March, we need to be million man signing petitions to get our reparations. You know what I'm saying? We got 1 million people that's willing to go to the White House and do absolutely nothing. Then we need 1 million people to sign these goddamn petitions to say I need my reparations. And this is the best time to get them when Donald Trump is up here making a hot ass mess about everything. He don't care. Like, Donald Trump, give us some money too. Shoot, what's going on here? Thunder says Black American, yeah. Julie just over here trolling and botting. Just a troll and a bot. Thunder says, I find it amazing that you have aboriginals in every continent, but when it comes to the United States, everyone gets confused. I'm for real. Like, where is my people? Where is the people? Because, like I said, I know my great-grandma. I know my great-grandfather. Where are the, you know what I'm saying? The only people that I know that they've said that I come from, like I said, my great-grandfather said, was the indigenous people, the Native American people. So I'm just trying to figure out where the African come from. Like, if it's people, if I got family in Africa, and y'all know the Green family, the Williams family, you know that we was in Louisiana and Arkansas, we got dropped off on a boat somewhere, then please reach out and let me know that you know about my great-great-grandfather and what boat he was on and who sold him, if he was captured. Let me know what's going on. Because I don't never hear nothing from no damn Africans. All they come up here with their nose turned up at us, trying to make us feel like we less than, when we've been over here our whole goddamn life fighting white supremacy, fighting discrimination from our own goddamn people, only for them to come over here and become doctors, lawyers, dentists, and everything else, while we still sitting here trying to get our 40 acres and a mule. So I'm a little confused. I be getting upset about that. Like, don't come over here with that. Do not come over here with that. Thunder says, am I saying that right? Aboriginals are in Asia, Pacific Islands, South and Central America. But when it comes to North America, the brain starts buffering. I'm telling you, like, where they at? That's why they say we foundational Black Americans. Plymouth Rock didn't land on us. Like, Plymouth, how Malcolm X say it? We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. We was already here. We was already here. Yeah, some people came on boats. The Caribbeans, the real Africans, those people, the Haitians, the people that's down there in Florida, down there in Texas, all them folks. Some in Louisiana, but you go to Florida, you see plenty Haitians. You be thinking they Black people. I went to McDonald's or something when I was down there for spring break, and I'm talking, and I'm like, what the hell? They don't even speak my language. Who the hell is these people? They like, oh, those are Haitians. I'm like, oh, what the hell? What? That's why I say when I was down in Florida, they thought those people thought I was Colombian or Cuban. Not nan time has anybody ever thought I was African American. Like, what is that? What does that even mean? Don't that mean that you originally from Africa and then you become a citizen of America? So I'm Black American. I'm Black. Okay? Not African. I don't know nothing about them people. They don't know nothing about me, obviously, because they always beefing with us. They think they like playing stupid. Thunder says, did you hear about what happened at the Essence Festival? Yeah, that's another reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. If we all are from them, if we supposedly came from Africa, and now people are complaining that the Essence Fest does not reflect Black Americans, now we finally separating ourselves and finally noticing that their culture is not our culture. They don't have hip hop. They don't got R&B. They didn't live in the projects. They didn't grow up eating pots of spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? We don't have those strong cultures and stuff that they come over here with. Now they done took over Essence Fest, and now y'all like, damn, it smell like outside. We don't see nothing representing Black Americans, but we all supposed to be African Americans over here, right? So it shouldn't be a problem with Essence Fest if we're African Americans. We should be embracing the culture that we got left out of, right? That we got enslaved and we don't know about them. They should be, bringing us together and say, hey, we y'all and y'all is us. But no, we go down there to Louisiana. First of all, it's in Louisiana. That just blew my mind. Like, okay, y'all should already know. There's a lot of Caribbeans and stuff, people down there. Okay, that's not, man, listen. So I was a little confused at why people are sitting here saying, oh, this happened and that happened. Even with Harriet Tubman, like what tribe, where was she from in Africa? Where was she from? Where Harriet Tubman from? But Thunder says, and this wasn't that long ago. My grandma was born in 1913. That's the same year that our sister Harriet Tubman transitioned to be with the ancestor. Think about it. It wasn't that long ago. It wasn't. So where is the stories? Where is the information? Why do we have to go on Ancestry.com and poke? Where is our cousin and them that's coming over here and telling us what tribe we belong to? Where they at? Like, where are they stories about? Yeah, I remember my great-great-grandmother or my grandmother telling me about the boats pulling up or such and such getting sold and all of this. And, you know, y'all is my cousins. You is my, you know, like, no. I'm not finna be claiming something that I don't even know nothing about, that those people, the Africans, ain't even trying to include us in. They trying to exclude us, okay? And then take over us. They trying to snap, they trying to, people, what is it called? They trying to body snatch with us. They trying to, what everybody keep talking about, switch destinies with us. They trying to be the new Americans, black Americans, and they trying to push us out the way. That's why everything that we put black entertainment, television, what's the Essence Fest supposed to be in the jazz musical festival with black Americans come and celebrate our culture of jazz. I don't see no Africans listening to jazz. I don't see no Africans worried about BT, Tyler Perry. I don't see none of that. But they come through and they can't wait to take over our body snatchers and be like, yeah, we the new black people. We the new black folks. And we just allow it to happen. But like you said, it wasn't that long ago. So which one of your ancestors, which one did your grandma tell you that she got off a boat? Did she say her mama them came off a boat? They were sold from Nigeria at wherever part of Africa. Did anybody, you know, y'all be older than me? I'm just finna be 44. So did any of them tell y'all any of that? Did anybody sit down and say, yeah, I remember when, you know, my great-great-grandfather got captured by the Europeans and they brought him over here and that's how we started, you know, that's how we started living, you know, here on this coast. You know what I'm saying? Because they always want to talk about it, but don't nobody really got nothing going on. Thunder says, we were the only ones taught Pan-Africanism and they pushed us away and we finally said, okay, cool, and now they can't utilize us, their crime file. Exactly. Like, we trying to become a part of something that the Europeans, the white master, the supremacy been telling us we are, right? We are African Americans. When we go out and fill out the census, when you go fill out application, when you go fill out anything, it asks you, you're black, now it say black American. Now it got all different type of things, but why y'all not embracing us if we supposed to came from over there and we are, you know, the results of oppression of us coming from the motherland and having everything, all the diamonds, all the jewels, all the gold, everything over there, you know, they stripped them of that. That's why they running over here. Now, like you said, when we say, yeah, we Pan-Africans, we from Africa, we want to know what tribe we from, we want to speak Swahili, you know what I'm saying? We want to know, though, they speak French over there. Their main language is French. They dialect, they be having 2 or 3, but their main language is French, right? And that's why, like I said, I like when Tariq Nasheed came out with everything. Like, I watched that stuff for real, and I lived it in real life. I'm just, like I said, I'm waiting on somebody to come up and say, yeah, my great-grandmother or great-great-grandfather, and this is the story that we passed down, just like children's stories, just like Miss Mary Mack, all dressed in black with silver buttons all down her back. Like, I want to hear those stories. Where they at? Like I said, I talked to my people, and I ain't heard none of it. My grandma ain't never sat there and said nothing about no Africa. My grandma don't even look like she from Africa. My granddaddy looked like he could be from Africa somewhere. But my grandma, no. She looks like a little short little Mexican lady in real life. That's why I be like, where do we come from? Where were we born? It's not that far to do you know, my big cousin Tamika, one of the oldest cousins, was trying to, you know, do the family tree and figure it out. I don't know if she figured some stuff out, but, you know, as our family tree spreads, we get light-skinned and light-skinned. So it's like, is we from South Africa? Like, where we from? Because I be dead serious and people be looking at me like, oh, how dare you say you not from Africa? Well, the Africans keep saying we not from Africa. They keep coming over here turning their nose up at us, acting like we bothering them. We got to go visit them like every other culture go. We got to go to Ethiopia. Oh, let me go get some Ethiopian food. Let me go try this Nigerian food. Let me go over here to Lagos or wherever else they be coming from. Then they come over here acting like they better than us. Like, what the hell? What? Are we a part of y'all or not? Nobody got time for this. Yeah, now they getting treated like the black people they want to come over here and be. They thought that we was just crying and whining about being oppressed, being killed in the streets, being police brutality, not being able to own things, not being able to have things. Yeah, now they seeing that, yeah, you want to be the new black person, just like them Latinos. Y'all want to be, y'all think y'all so much better than us. Go ahead. Go on up there. We going to go back here and work on ourselves and save ourselves while y'all go up to the front line and act like y'all better than us. Go ahead. Go. No, they gave y'all all them food stamps and stuff. They made sure they gave these people free taxes. What, 6 months, 6 years, it's 8 years tax free. Y'all go. And that, why y'all doing that? Why them white folks is distracted and everybody else? We gonna sit back here and unify and get ourselves together and get these goddamn reparations that y'all think we ain't bold enough to go down to this courthouse and ask for. Since we got Jasmine Crockett with her damn wig cocked to the side, I'm gonna give me a lace front. I'm gonna put my suit on and I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna twerk and I'm gonna get my stuff. Hey, can I get my reparations? It's my money and I need it now. Because my ancestors was really in slavery, right? So we just be sitting up here, no, I ain't got time for that. Thunder says, nope, just like most of us, if they said we gave Indian in our family, if you look at some of the early drawings of indigenous and aboriginal Americans, they are extremely dark, curly hair people. Exactly. So why would people think that I look like I'm from Cuba, but I'm supposed to be African American? Why would they think that? And in Louisiana, and down south a long time ago, before they ran off a lot of those Hispanic people, Latino people down there, it was a lot of, during the jazz era and all that, it was a lot of Latinos down in that area. If you see my great grandfather, his hair was, like I said, curly. We wasn't dark skinned. And I know exactly what Thunder is saying, because up here, I have met a lot of, especially beautiful women. I had an ex-friend, ex-associate, Yolanda McMillan. She's brown, dark brown skin with good ass beautiful hair, and she's straight out the hood. Like, she has some beautiful ass hair. Like, she has got some good natural, like he's saying, natural curly, don't even have to do nothing to it. Another girl I was in bank work, she mixed with like Asian and black and stuff. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we let these folks tell us anything. Then we talking about we can't trust them. But they telling us who we are. No, once we find out who we really are, then we can do what we need to do. That's why people are like, oh, they can deport. Yeah, they can deport the Africans because they're not from here. We're not African. We're not from Nigeria. We was born and bred here. We got great grandmas and stuff. 200-300 years been here. 500 years. We can count back. Like, come on now. Like, what? No. Yeah, Thunder says the first they do is convince you that you have no culture. Then they steal your culture. Then they say your people never existed. Then they erase you on paper. Then extreme case in real life. Ain't that what they doing now? Ain't they erasing black history? Not African American history. They're erasing black history. All the stuff that we went through. All the stuff that we know for the last 200-300 years that we didn't see in real life. I'm finna be 44, so that means I've been here close to half a century. So that means that my grandma done been here longer than me. Her daddy has been here longer than me, right? So that's what I say. People try to act like 2 and 2 ain't 4. Like, no, I'm not just saying stuff to be saying stuff. Please tell me what part of Africa your family is from. Tell me. Just give me the gist of it. Just give me the area. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. They tell us that we something else. Are you African American? Then we start seeing Africans, and then they like, what? No, hell no, you're not one of us. Who told you that? Who told you that? Then they get mad at people like Raven Simone, you know, the actress, singer, who say, I'm American. She don't even say Black American. She just say I'm American. Because like I said, when I was in college up there at University of Wisconsin-Madison, and I met this guy who was from Australia, he didn't know nothing about all this African and American and all this. He just know that we Americans. Because that's what I was asking him. Like, yeah, y'all got racism there, you know, because he's white. So I'm like, y'all got racism? Like, if I ever visited it over there, would I have a problem? He was like, no. He was like, the only thing would be that we would say that you're American. We wouldn't talk about your skin color. We wouldn't, like, we would say that you are American. And I don't know if that was a good or a bad thing. But most times when us Americans go places, we always think it's like, oh, because I'm black. No, because we're American, okay? And they be looking at us like, what they finna do? Is they finna rob us? Is they finna do whatever they see on TV, whatever they get shown, as whether we white, black, orange, or purple, and we go to another country, they be like, yeah, let's watch these Americans. They don't be like, let me watch this African American. Let me watch this white European American. Let me watch this Mexican American. No, they be like, these Americans, let's make sure. Because we heard about them. The same way we'll hear about, oh, Nigerians allegedly supposed to be scammers. You know, the same way we'll hear about people from India supposed to have these call centers and scamming us. Like, we always, every other place get fed BS so we can keep the separate and divide. Divide and conquer. But they got United Nations where they coming and talking and kicking and hanging out up at the higher levels where they hanging out with all these folks they tell us to go against. Oh, don't hang with your white neighbor. Oh, don't hang with the Indian person. Leave the Asians alone. But why the hell y'all up here kicking it with each other? Why is Donald Trump over there hanging with Putin? Why y'all over there in China? What is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Let me pay attention. Thunder says, there was a book called They Came Before Columbus. You should check it out. I sure am. And I heard of that book too. I sure am. They came before Columbus. We was already here when Columbus got here. Columbus was looking for India. He said he was looking for spices. He came here and he found what you say, the indigenous people. Right? Ain't that what you saying? He came here and found some people. And those are supposed to be the same people that they massacred on Thanksgiving, because the people that was already here, it ain't they came before him, they was already here when he came, and they used their muskets and all they sick demonic ass European activities to come and off them and enslave them. And now they give us the people that they call or claim to be the indigenous folks. They're not. So they tell us that we're not the indigenous people. These people right here is these folks that look like they Mexicans. You know, they like, these is indigenous people. We gonna give them some money and we gonna help them out. They reservation cannot be checked. You know what I'm saying? But that's supposed to be how we supposed to be living. We supposed to have reservations. We supposed to be protected. We supposed to be getting our reparations every month, not the motherfuckers they pretend. And ain't that crazy that a lot of white people was able to claim Native American to get money, to get reservation, to get all that stuff they getting? Yes, come on now. Thunder says, I'm telling everyone when they can buy a Black history book and Black history, okay, not African American history, Black history book, and keep it in your personal library. Yes, Thunder, tell them. Because people they be trying to fear, rage bait us and have us in fear. Oh, they're taking all the books, all the Black books out of the libraries, out of the schools. Well, why don't you put them in your homes and teach your own children? Like, we put so much trust in these folks to teach everything else, and then with the same mouth say we don't trust them. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It's just like with men, we talking about women is the problem, the mothers is the problem. They need to take accountability, but they'll never go pick up their damn children and get custody of them if you think that these women is mentally insane and emotional and need to go somewhere. Go get your kids, man. So it's like, you know, they like, oh, they taking out the books. I got plenty books I didn't went and bought. I got all type of stuff. I go to the Goodwill where they only $1. I go to Barnes and Noble if I really want to get some books. That's why I show y'all my books and everything already. But I tell you, my library is in my mind. So after I read that book, it's going to be in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they say. The oldest trick in the book is to keep something from, the oldest trick in the book is to keep somebody, is to put it in the book. And that's why I keep saying, like, please, somebody tell me, what part of Africa you from? Because y'all think I'm just, yeah, please tell me what part of Africa you from. Because like I said, they gave us some fake-ass Native Americans, fake-ass indigenous people. They told us we wasn't shit. Okay, had us out here in the damn cotton fields picking stuff. And now they still oppressing us, telling us, no, now y'all African and Americans. No, we are the indigenous. We were here before y'all came over here. You switched and baited us. You gave somebody else our motherfucking name. And now we sitting here looking like a looking ass. Because now we got to create our own culture. Then y'all still trying to steal that. We can't even create hip-hop. We can't even create R&B. We can't even have our own dances. We can't do nothing over here without somebody taking it and stealing it. White woman, oh, I invented the bonnet. Oh, like, what the hell? Then we invite everybody to the cookout, to the picnic. As soon as they could do a jug and stuff. Get the hell out of here. So that's just my question for y'all today. Let's do our research. Let's go through our family, our ancestry, whatever y'all do. 23andMe, I know they got shut down. But please, go call your great auntie, your great grandma. If you talk to your family, because y'all like to go no contact, but you're claiming all this, oh, I'm this and that. Please go and talk to them and ask them. And you come back and y'all tell me what part of Africa they said they came from. What tribe you from. Okay? And y'all come back and let me know. Because like I said, I experienced this in real life. Like, I was around with my grandma. And I'm trying to figure out where my grandma ain't told me nothing about no Africa. So like I said, my grandma looked like my Uncle James. And they look like some Hispanic people. Every time I come around, it's some Hispanic people thinking I'm a part of the Latinos, think I'm a part of their culture. They accept me before the black people do. Black people be like, she need the She walking around here like she's American Next Top Model. Man, me and my son go on the south side here, we be kicking it. We be having fun. I used to live over there. I used to love living over there. I need to go back over there. Shoot, be over here with these black people. They done made us so against each other, hate ourselves, telling us any and everything about ourselves to the point we gonna hate ourselves. Now other people come over here hating us, looking at us. They're lazy. They don't want to do nothing. We lazy. We was out here picking cotton for y'all from sun up to sundown. Sitting here, Big Mama was sitting here having your babies and then breastfeeding them too. Then she had to take on the role of having sex with the damn master because your pussy was dry. Shut up. Your pussy was dry. Okay, let me stop talking about fuck. But I'm just saying though. Because I don't like when people be calling me African American. Not. I'm American. Black American at that. Okay? Michelle said, enjoy the rest of y'all day, Thunder. Miss Sweet Talk got to pick up my husband from the airport. Okay. Safe travels. See you later. Have a blessed afternoon or evening. That's what I'm talking about. Shoot. Husbands and wives. That's the conversation we need. Forget where I'm coming from. Shoot. I love that a lot of y'all be having y'all backup. Y'all be having y'all support. Shoot. People then came out and ruined my... No. It's always good. Thunder says we need to stop relying on other people to teach us and our children and our history. Amen. That's why I say, that's why I'm telling y'all where I learned my history from and where I seen it. Like I said, my great grandmother, Ruby Green, had her own land that she passed on to her children. My grandfather, my auntie, and all of them. How you doing, JR the boss? How you doing? How you doing? How is your evening going? Thank you, Michelle. Thunder says, you know what? Like, I just be saying, man, that's why I be like, most of the time, I gotta stop saying I'm solo dolo, because life and death is in the power of the tongue. But however, you know, it's like you can't really have conversations. That's why I liked it, those videos that Tariq Nasheed came out with, you know, Hidden Colors, and that taught a lot about our history and where people come from and what's going on. And I'm just happy because I never heard anyone say foundational. I believe I'm saying foundational Black American. And I'm like, yes, that's it right there. That's it. That's what I've been trying to say all this time. And people keep looking at me crazy when I say I'm not African American, but I couldn't put the words together to say what it was. Because if I just say I'm American, then people get upset like they did at Raven Simone. But now I know, like, no, we was here before the craziness. They stole our identity, gave it to another group of people, and then still got us out here wondering and lost, wondering who the hell we is. Killing each other, robbing each other, downing each other. And the whole time we are really, this is our land. Like, you can't put us out because where we finna go? We here. This is where we from. You can't come up and deport us. You can deport the actual Africans because they from Nigeria. They from where Lagos. They from Egypt or wherever the hell they came from. South America, West Africa, South Africa, East Africa. They still speak the native tongue. They still talk like that. They over here doing braids. You know what I'm saying? Got their own little shop. So, I don't know. Say, you good, JR the Boss? I'm good. I'm blessed. I finally got my carbon monoxide detector and alarm from the maintenance man. So, all this good ranting and raving I've been doing, somebody heard me. I don't know if it's my landlord or my ex. Ain't no telling who got my back. I know I got some people that got my back. Be like, what the hell is you over there doing? If you don't get her that goddamn carbon monoxide. Because I know it ain't all me. I know it ain't all me. But God is good. Thunder says, I'm going to have to buy me a Black Heritage flag and an FBA flag. Exactly. Take it back. Let's take it back. Like, for real. And I'm going to have to give me one too. Because we was here before he came. We was already here. Then he came and he did some wishy-washy stuff. And now we have his story, what we call history, which they just tell us anything. They hide stuff. They steal stuff. They colonize stuff. And then they try to, fearmonger us with, oh, we gonna deport. How you gonna deport me? I've been here literally my whole life. My grandma was here her whole life. My great grandma was here her whole life. Her mama then was here before, where we was from. Because please take me back so I can see my people and I can know that this is not everything. This cannot be end all be all. Go take me over there, please. Because if Donald Trump if that administration know where the hell we came from and where I came from specifically, come on, let's go. I want to see too. Get the plane ticket. Let's go. Let me get these shots. I don't even need no shots, right? Because I'm from Africa. I should be good when I get over there. I should be able to, whatever disease, whatever airborne, I should be good. Okay? But yes, that is what we need to do. We need to support each other and let each other know that, hey, we was here before Christopher Columbus sailed the seventh sail, whatever the hell his happy demonic ass did. And then when he seen those people, because if you look at Indian people, the people from India, they are dark-skinned. Not the ones that then came over here and got life. They are dark-skinned. So Christopher Columbus seemed like he was a real dum-dum anyway, because he thought manatees was mermaids. Then he came over here trying to steal some spices, and he act like he went the wrong way. I don't know. Somebody might have told him about this land before he got here. That's probably why he came. Okay? Then the Pilgrims, the Pilgrims in them settled on the East Coast, right? New York, Delaware, New Hampshire. What was the 13 colonies? The history y'all told us. Now, they had to get, this is just the East Coast. They not even in the middle. They ain't even made it to North Carolina, South Carolina. They ain't made it to none of these areas before they was called states or whatever. They ain't even made it to Wisconsin. They ain't even made it to California, because in California, the Asian people could walk from Asia. I don't care what y'all saying. I know that people saying it now. I've been said that 10 years ago. I told my brother that. He looked at me crazy. Because all this stuff they tell us be lies. Okay? So that's why there's a lot of Asian people over there in California. And then when you go over here to the East Coast, it's all these white people, right? Because that's where they settled at. Roanoke Island, all these people that disappeared, had C-19 back then. I don't know what the hell they was doing. But he had to come and colonize the rest of this land, the Louisiana Purchase, all this stuff. Mexico was really Mexico. Wasn't no New Mexico. Wasn't no Arizona. It was Mexico. Right? Then we got Canada up there. Canada. That's where, you know, Harriet Tubman was trying to get to be free after all this stuff was going on. So I just want to know why you keep telling me I'm from somewhere else when my people was already here in Louisiana and Arkansas doing their thing. When my great-great-grandmother is an indigenous person and she been here. So what part of Africa can y'all send me to? Because I want to know in real life. Please tell me, because if y'all did the research and y'all know where we supposed to be belong to and came from, then I would happily go back over there and see what's going on. Okay? But that's just me. Thunder says yes, and we built this nation. Come on! We built this nation. Okay? We are unique people. Named the equivalent of Malcolm X, MLK, Tuskegee Airmen, Harlem, Hell Fighters, Buffalo Soldiers, Madam C.J. Walker. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. That's what I'm saying. Black history. Black history. That they trying to wipe away to act like just like they did back when Christopher Columbus came and tried to act like we didn't exist then. They're trying to do the same. Ain't nothing new under the sun. History always repeats itself. They trying to get us up out of here so they can get the new black people, African Americans, in our spot. That's why they done took over Essence Fest. That's why the only attorney that you see running around here hit civil rights when we had all these folks, black people going to HBCUs, is Ben Crump, who is not originally from here. So tell me where I'm from. Like you said, we are very unique people. We take something and make it into nothing. We supposed to came from some motherland. We came from this land. This is our land. That's why we go so hard. That's why they done tricked us to fight against each other and put our blood in this ground and kill our own selves. They put us up in these cages. They put us in these projects. And then they send these folks that they claim to be Native American, indigenous people. They make sure they're protected and get money every month, okay? But they seem to be hooked on the same drugs that the Caucasian people are hooked on. Heroin and meth and alcohol. But us, dude, no matter what, we seem to prevail. Yes, we are magic, the magic ingredient. That's why they not gonna take, that's why us real FBA people, they not gonna get rid of us. That's why I was looking at Ricky Smiley like, you scared of what? You from Alabama, shut up. Now, them mugs that then came over there on the East Coast, them Africans that then flew in on them visas, them work visas, coming in as doctors, lawyers, whatever they coming in, medical students coming to school over here, taking our education, taking our grant money and scholarship money. Because when we see those percentages, oh, it's this percentage of black doctors. It don't be all FBAs. It be mostly people from Africa, other countries, coming over here, taking our spot. Because they've been told that we lazy and we don't want to do nothing. So they came to be the new niggas. That's why they crying now, like Thunder said, when they getting treated the same way. Because the white folks don't know the difference. They don't know that you African. They've been told all their life that we all the same people, whether we African American or black people. So just like Trick Daddy said, it don't matter what the hell you doing, you still a nigga. So you all thought y'all was finna come over here and be the new black folks. And y'all wasn't going to get treated like black people. You weren't going to get oppressed. You weren't going to get police brutality against you. You housing, trying to find house, trying to do this. That's who they talking about deporting. Donald Trump know what the hell he talking about. Thunder says, I started looking at black inventors and inventions. There are things in our daily life that the entire world uses that a foundational black American created. Exactly. And still created, a black woman created GPS. Shit, they try not to pay that black man just for him inventing a super soaker. You know how long that black man had to go to get that money for that super soaker? How you doing, Chris? How you doing, Chris? Chris Edits, how you doing? I'm gonna get off here in a minute. But yeah, do you know? And that's why they try to keep us down. Damn near everything we use. Shit, Benjamin Franklin stole the damn electricity patent. A black man, Benjamin Banneker, invented that. So if we were people that came over from Africa that didn't speak the native tongue, couldn't read or write, how the hell is we inventing all this stuff? How is Matt and CJ Walker inventing chemical things for our hair? Come on now, Thunder. A black woman created the home security system. Yes. Look it up. They always try to teach us about, you know, the things that, Carver invented the peanut butter. Man, we invented everything from the refrigerator to the stoplight to everything we use, everything. I was surprised when they told me when I read about the GPS. I'm like, wait a minute. And that's why they try to keep us dumbed down and out the way and make the other. That's why I say, that's why I used to tell my son, that's why so many movies repeating itself. That's why we don't have no new creativity, because they start with the youth. They get the youth addicted to bullshit when they're the creative minds that are supposed to come out, they think outside the box. And now they are using our youth, our children, to create stuff for them. AI, Chat GPT, get on here and be content creators on TikTok. Like our slavery has not stopped. Modern day slavery has not stopped. And then when they try to invent something or do something medically, they always use us as experiment. Just like what you say, the Tuskegee experiment, the airman, giving them syphilis. When they wanted to create birth control, they used us. They always using us. Like, no. So if they keep telling us we from Africa and keep telling us we not from here and this not our land, then we not even gonna think nothing. We gonna be like, yeah, we not even supposed to be here anyway. We'll tear this motherfucker, we'll tear this land up. Plant a tree, Arbor Day. Why would I do that? I'm in the concrete. I'm on a concrete jungle. No, doing damn well we supposed to be out in farmland. Walking barefoot through grass. Picking peaches and lemons off of trees. Like I used to do down south in Arkansas back in the day. Pecans falling, plums falling. People damn near had shotguns for you to get out that yard. Hey, get out my yard. Oh, oh, I just wanted some pecans. You know what I'm saying? Or pecans or whatever, because I used to say pecans. But I moved up here to the city. They're like, what is that? Oh, I forgot. Pecans. I want some pecan pie. Had to become an uppity Negro. Chris says, good. Thank you. Thunder says, we create something out of nothing. We have been doing so much for so little that that we're more than capable of doing everything with possible nothing. Yeah, and that's what they used to. And that's why they be mad. These government and stuff is mad, because we used to allowing them take our creativity and damn near, steal it, patent it. And the thing that really stays with me is when they stole that black lady DNA and used it to cure people and been using it for medicine and stuff to this day, and they still don't want to pay the goddamn family for using her DNA, because like you said, we are the magic ingredient, literally. Man. Chris says a black woman created a sanitary belt. Come on now. Come on, Chris. Speak on it. There you go. Here we are, Lex. How you doing, Brother Reg? OG Life Japan. Y'all go check out his channel, please. He got some good videos about Japan. He ain't lacking. Yes, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like Thunder says, we are literally the magic ingredient. Anything a black person put their hands on, just like they said, a black woman or black man can have any race of people. They come from us. We born, man, listen. Thunder says, can you imagine if you start teaching the black youth all the creations the foundation of black Americans created? Can you imagine neighborhoods filled with those young minds, filled with those pride? Yeah, because they use that and they go and they take it to the white people's schools, and that's how they utilize them with robotics, technology. But they tell our kids that they need to worry about sports and basketball and track and all this extra stuff that don't make no sense. Like I said, they capture their mind early. Oh, here go PlayStation. Here go GTA. Now, oh, your son ain't bad because he was playing these video games. He bad because, you know, because of your parenting and this and that. He not this and that. Yeah, they keep it down. That's why we don't, just like in my community, like I say, I don't see no robotics. You have to go to a special prep charter school just to get in, and they barely even doing all of that. Because like you said, if we really teach black history and not just keep talking about some goddamn peanut butter, if we really teach them that we are the inventors of this land, this is our land. That's why we can utilize our land and everything around us to create things. And that's why the white man cannot and nobody else cannot, and that's why they steal it from us. He is a demon. He is the devil. God is the creator of things. The devil is the copycat of the creator. This is a real life spiritual war. And we cannot keep blaming them because we really gotta, you know, teach our own and then start standing on it. And that's what I like about the East Coast. The East Coast, you know what I'm saying, they stand on that. Whether it's Muslim, Pan-African, whatever. It's a lot of more black people over there, but they try their best to keep that alive. They try their best to teach black history. They try their best to teach black excellence. They try their best to uphold, you know, black people. Down south too, we try. The West Coast, they tried. But the East Coast, I see it the most. I'm not even gonna joke. Y'all hear me talk about it all the time. Because that's where one of those black doctors at, those black dentists, those black creators, you know, the robotics, they can create their own apps. That's why I was trying to send my son to IT training, technology. No, he got wrapped up in the hood, in the neighborhood. He want to be the next NBA YoungBoy. He want to be the next Jeezy, not knowing, like I told him, don't you see that they kids is going to college? Don't you see young Jeezy taught our kid, us about, it's supposed to be entertainment only. Young Jeezy sons and them going to college. Ja Rule's son just graduated college. His daughter them getting married. So it's like it's giving, man, listen. It's just some crazy stuff going on. Crazy stuff. Thunder says, yes, greetings. Yes, Henrietta Lacks, I'm telling y'all. Thunder says, Henrietta Lacks, they stole her DNA and started making cancer treatment. They made all type of treatment, just not for cancer. They are curing people. They got rid of Dr. Sebi because he told us all that stuff was a lie. Like, you just filled with mucus. You've been eating dairy. You've been drinking milk, which is foreign, that we ain't even supposed to do. Not even a baby calf does that. We've been drinking blood and mucus from a so-called cow. We've been eating cheese. We clogging up ourselves, and we need to get this up out of here. Then when that man proved that he cured AIDS and all type of stuff, they got him up out of here. But yeah, you sure right. That's why I say we are literally magic. We are the people. We are the ingredient. We the secret ingredient. And they would try to, you know, people would try to make you believe, no, you're from Africa. Go back to Africa. What the hell? I'm going to go back to Arkansas. I'm going to go back to Louisiana, Monroe, Baton Rouge, Winsboro, Louisiana. I'm going to go back to Monticello, Arkansas, Wilmer, Arkansas, Warren, Arkansas. That's where the hell I'm going. The hell? I don't know nothing about what you talking about. I haven't not seen nobody in my family talk about none of that. It's just like people from Jamaica, people from the Caribbeans. How they know they ancestors? How they know they can go back over? Even Cardi B, she can go back over there and visit her parents to the island or wherever she from. But you telling me to go to a place that ain't nobody in my family ever spoke of before you even said something. Like, you telling me this. I'm like, what? No, I'm going to go back to get me some piece of land back down there where my great-grandmother had her land at and go get me something for cheap and stop playing around with these damn city folks up here. Go back to Africa. Yeah, I'm going to go back to Africa, all right? It's called Arkansas. It's called Arkansas. It's called Louisiana. It's called Mississippi. M-I, cricket letter I, cricket letter I, humpback I. Know nothing about what you talking about. Send them Africans back over there because I don't know them. Thunder says the area of science and finance is wide open. We literally can take it over and we can start pushing that to our children. Oh, I do. That's why that is one of my passions, is the health of youth. Like I said, people really need to go ask about me and ask who I am, because people think I just be up here yapping. No, that is my passion, because we have to teach them something different. In order for us to have community and unity and actually start growing and seeing that they are somebody and they are the creators and that their mind can make anything, like, man, like the stuff my son used to do as a kid and say and be, I'm like, man. But then they get distracted. Some of the children get distracted. Not all, but some. Like I said, robotics, learning how to, man, listen. Thunder says, and also we were financially astute. Look at Black Wall Street, A.G. Gadsden, and also Reginald Lewis and the godfather of Black finance, Dr. Claude Anderson. And that's crazy, because I'm about to get off here in like 10 minutes, but so I can go over there to the Demetra K show. Y'all go follow Demetra K, Donovan Sadiq, Brother Reg of the Life OG Japan. Yes, the baddest blogger, Gerald Jackson. Go follow him. Brian over there in Clear Value Tax, talking about taxes and stuff. He's an Asian guy, but he be having good. He helped me during the pandemic, man, so much. And 19 Keys especially, y'all know I be posting up a lot of folks over there. But yeah, you're right. I just literally learned about Dr. Claude Anderson about what, 4, 5, 6 years ago through my through this guy, the black guy, you know what I'm saying, educated black guy, and he was telling me about it, because I didn't know nothing about no Dr. Claude Anderson. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Because I guess, you know, like I say, I've been talking about group economics, but I didn't know what I was saying. I knew about redlining, but I didn't know that that's what it was called. Because when I moved into a certain neighborhood, I'm like, damn, it seemed like I'm in a box. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like this little neighborhood is in a box where we not only can't get delivery from like fast food restaurants, pizza and stuff like that. And yeah, it's Where's Walter Wednesday. Where's Walter Wednesday? Now we talking about financing and getting assistance. Like, that's why I like when Walter come on, because he be asking questions that I really be needing answers to, because I'm really trying to invest in this rooming house. Well, I ain't gonna say too much out loud, because I got these folks, they be like, you ain't gonna get that. We barely let you get your unemployment. But anyway, so I just learned about him, and when he got a channel, I was watching this channel, I was reading a book, I was like, group economics, like, this man has been preaching this and teaching this for the longest. Like, that is what we need. And then there was a lady that he introduced me to, Frances, her name is Frances Welling something. I know y'all know who I'm talking about, but she has some good information too. Like I said, I grew up in Arkansas, number black and white people. We wasn't like, we had Juneteenth, you know, in Wilmer and Warren, Arkansas, where a lot of black people was at. I don't know, like I said, I didn't have where we was like, you know, like black power and stuff, and we learned about things, we learned about history, we learned about the same damn, you know, basic stuff and general stuff most people learned about. We dressed up like pilgrims and Indians, you know, as younger kids, having, you know, events and stuff at school, you know, the programs we used to have, you know, the last dinner, the supper, you know, all that stuff. And it's just like, then I move up here to, you know, to Wisconsin, to the city. And then even though, because I didn't go to an HBCU, I went to University of Wisconsin-Madison. If you know the Badgers, you know Wisconsin, you know it's not a lot of black folks, you know what I'm saying? So we still didn't really talk about that. We was already trying to build a black community there when I got there in 1999, because, you know, it was so, it wasn't established like that yet. It was local people there, but as far as the college, you know, we were just starting stuff. We started our own black prom, you know what I'm saying? We started, you know, I learned about fraternities, sororities, because I used to think of them as gangs, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, y'all think I'm playing. So now I'm like, oh, okay, this is what this is. Like, this is a whole culture shock. So, you know, I'm just happy that you speaking on that. So I got about 5 more minutes. I'm finna get up out of here. Read y'all comments. But yes, I didn't know that. And I thank him every day. He be thinking it's a game. Like, thank you for even, you know, like, for a black man to teach you something, because a lot of black men read regardless of people know or not. They be like, oh, black women is the most educated. No, black men read, they watch the news, they read newspapers, they just don't be in all that bragging and talking about stuff. You see how educated Thunder and brother Reg is, you know what I'm saying? Very educated black men, you know. So that's another educated black man that was teaching me about that. And I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, that's what redlining, because I took a banking training. That's how I learned that redlining was real. Because people looking at me like I'm crazy, like, damn, we ain't got no bank over here. People don't even deliver pizza over here. Like, ain't no real grocery stores over here. Like, what the hell is this? Like, we in a box. But I found out that was called redlining. Like, to keep certain areas, certain people from getting bank loans, you know what I'm saying? From getting home ownership loan, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just for keeping black people from coming up. So, God, yep, see, Thunder, you know what I'm talking about. Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, you know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. So I was very intrigued. I'm like, yeah, I was very intrigued and impressed. Like, oh, what? Dude teaching me something, because that's what, you know, a lot of men supposed to. I come from old school traditional. So it's like, I'm not finna be around no man that can't teach me nothing. Like, teach me something, help me out. Don't think that I'm supposed to think everything. I'm not one of them women that think they know everything. Shoot, especially when you talking about this. You know, I don't know nothing. I just been living life trying to, you know, move forward and know what I know. And we didn't have, like, I don't know how to say it. Like, we didn't, I don't know. But, yeah. So, I learned all that moving up here, just like in the last 10 years, less than, about all these good black people. You know, even what Thunder was saying about inventions. And like Brother Red said, you know, Henrietta Lacks, like, that's just information I just started learning. They weren't teaching that to us down in Arkansas about no, you know, black people. We learned the basics, the general stuff. Martin Luther King, he had a dream. You know what I'm saying? Even Malcolm X, they stopped that to a certain extent. They didn't elaborate on Malcolm X. I didn't know nothing about Malcolm X really till I had seen the movie with Denzel Washington and read his, biography. Like, I didn't know nothing about no Muslim and Nation of Islam and all of this. Like, no, we go to Baptist, we go to church. Like, I never seen those people around. Like, I never seen a Muslim person. I never been to a mosque. I didn't see none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you are teaching other black people, you have to understand that we all didn't come from the same background of knowing these things. And when we're trying to understand it, don't treat us like we supposed to know, or that we less than because we don't know. I didn't grow up on the East Coast where they really was teaching this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or the West Coast where they really teach this stuff, you know. I just found out about the first black millionaire down in Texas that I never learned about. I learned about that through the Willie D channel. So, you know, but let me go ahead and get off of here, y'all. Thunder says, yes, get some land. It doesn't matter how much, just make your own, the land under your feet. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get an acre. Shit, my cousin Stacy got out of prison doing damn near 8 years and bought some acres of land. He was doing better than the people that's been out here. I'm proud of my little cousin for that. Like, because that's what I need to go back to. Brother Red says, I've always loved math. My little man Miles loves it too. Yes, that's my son's favorite subject too. He be using it for money, like calculating. But yes, I learned that a lot from a lot of black men. They love math. They love finances. You know, they love to handle stuff. That's why I be like, I'm not trying to be, you know, discriminatory towards my own black women. But listen, if we gonna have somebody in power, I'd rather for it to be a black man. If you don't want to be a white man, let it be a black man, okay? Because listen, y'all try to down the black men, but they be knowing way more. That's why I go to my brother. I be calling him the little Asian man. Nothing about no disrespect, but he know. And, you know, because he be so zen with it. Like, it take a lot to get my brother up out of stuff. That's why when he doing stuff, I be right there. But my brother, sometimes I be thinking, like, I don't even be knowing my brother be doing. Like, he watch documentaries. He be reading. He be knowing stuff that I don't even be knowing. Just like how we talking now, my brother be saying the same type of stuff. And I'm like, when was you reading that book? When you watch documentaries? What the hell? Like, so it just be crazy to me, like how the black women try to puff their chest out. We the most educated. No, you're not. You just got that on paper. You just got that degree that say that you're supposed to be the most educated. But there's a lot of good black men out here who are educated, who are willing to teach and help. And that's why I go so hard for the fatherhood program. Like, please get in y'all children's lives. Please, fathers, I don't care what's going on, how hard it take. I know all these women ain't willing to, whatever. But we need black men in the homes. We need black men as teachers, educators. Man, my son acted so well when he had a black and white educator teachers at his school. When them women was teaching him, my son was literally like, get the hell out of my face. I ain't listening to you. But when he had those males, my son graduated. Mr. Loper, shout out to Mr. Loper. Shout out to his teacher, Mr. McNeese over there at Engelberg, River Trail, Mr. Loper. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't give our black men enough credit, and it irritates me. Okay, so yeah, shout out to math. I love math. I love calculus. I love algebra. I love everything. People like, well, how you gonna use this in your everyday life? Like, shut up. Like, it's gonna get used. I'll see you guys at Demetria K. All right, Thunder, I'm about to get over here too, y'all, so we can head that way. Thunder says, I may have misspelled her name, but hey, I know who you talking about. Thunder says, I get a lot of strange looks whenever I'm reading in public. They act as if they saw an alien. They have. Because for some reason, they think that black men don't read. And that's why I have to say it about my big brother. Like, because I go to my brother about mainly all the advice about men. You know what I'm saying? But when he was talking, like I said, I talk like how I'm talking to y'all. I talk like this to my brother. And sometimes he be like, you do it too much, sis. It's just too much. I ain't worried about that right now. But when he get to speaking and he get to saying stuff, I'm like, wait, you be watching documentaries about what? What the hell? Because I don't even be watching documentaries. That's why I'm like, my brother is educated, but he graduated top of his class, A's and B's. He played all sports, you know what I'm saying? My brother is very intelligent, you know what I'm saying? He always kept a job, always kept a hustle, you know, got skills, master barber, went to cosmetology school, does him, you know what I'm saying, riding his nice Cadillac right now, still doing him, still fighting to make sure that his children are in his life. So that's why I say, man, people always like, you a pick me, and you got to know, I know I grew up around this. And I had a grandfather and I had uncles that always made sure I was good. So I don't know about those black men that they be talking about. I don't know about them. Brother Reg of OG Life Japan says, I love documentaries. Long form podcasts too. Can listen while you on the go and can't read a book. Amen. Yes, go, Brother Reg. But I love that you and your son love math, man. Like, it is awesome, man. Y'all keep representing for these good black men out here. Keep showing up and showing out. You know what I'm saying? And Thunder, keep reading out in public. Whatever you want to read, keep doing you. Because, yeah, they act like they didn't see an alien. But thank y'all so much, Thunder. Thank y'all, Brother Reg, JR the Boss, Chris Edits. Thank y'all, everybody that came over here. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the subscriptions. Thank you, Maintenance Man, for finally bringing my goddamn carbon monoxide alarm. I'm going to go up here by Demetria K, be a mod up in her chat right quick, get some more good information from an educated black woman, okay, and an educated black man who was a pilot for the Air Force. Demetria is an author, a journalist, you know what I'm saying, got a good family behind her that know about financing, educators. Like, I'm over there, let's go. Like I said, people can't keep me from what they think or who they think I'm talking about, because you don't really know me. But I'll see y'all in a minute. Peace. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and become a member. Hey! Rich Squad, let's go.